Today is the Feast of Our Lady of Lourdes. So I believe it was on this day that Blessed Mother first appeared to Saint Bernadette in this grotto, in this cave in Lourdes, France. Bernadette lived in a terribly poverty-stricken situation. In fact, her whole life she was very short because she was so malnourished as a child. Her family lived in an abandoned jail, if you can imagine. And it was to her that the Blessed Mother appeared in mountainous southwest France and proclaimed this message of God's healing. Mary tells Bernadette to dig in this particular spot, and she would find this spring of water that no one knew was there. And it's from that spring that miraculous healings have occurred. When Bernadette asked the Blessed Mother who she was, she said, "I am the Immaculate Conception." Bernadette was illiterate and not well trained in the faith, so she didn't know what that meant. So when she finally worked up the courage to go to her priest and tell him what she had experienced, the fact that she said that the lady said, "I am the Immaculate Conception," was kind of the stamp of authenticity. And how could this little girl come up with that complex title when she knew very little and was not educated at all? So since then, wonders and miracles have occurred at Lourdes. Every year, millions of people go to bathe in the waters and to seek healing. When you go there, I've been blessed to be there maybe 4 times. When you go there, you see people that are suffering illnesses and maladies that you can't even imagine. And they each come to Lourdes seeking a miracle, seeking God's healing, seeking God's mercy. Some of them experience miraculous physical healings, but most of them do not. But what they will say is the miracle they received was the grace to embrace the cross of their suffering. The miracle they received was an experiential deepening of their knowledge of God's love for them and the beauty of their life in all of its pain and yet all of its glory. So I think Lourdes speaks to us of kind of the prophetic inversion of the gospel, because Lourdes is the only place I know of where the sick and the crippled and the people that oftentimes live on the margins and in the shadows of our society are front and center, where it's the quote-unquote healthy people that are on the margins. So we see there a beautiful illustration of Jesus' ministry. Jesus went to the sick, to the suffering, to the paralyzed, to the blind, and he brought that good news of salvation. When you're at Lourdes, you truly feel the presence of the Blessed Mother, and it's palpable that something spiritual not only happened here in the 1850s, but also is an ongoing reality, a manifestation of God's healing and presence. Our Lady of Lourdes, pray for us.